So we're going to try something a little different and getting us maybe back on track to doing some daily work in this class. Um, I've tried a bunch of different things. We have meets really regularly. I've contacted parents, I've contacted you, and a lot of you are still struggling, I think, just with the day to day of how to go to school right now. So let's get a lot of things really straight, just super clear so that we can move forward, okay? So the first thing that you really need to remember is that we still have a school schedule. And I'm not going to talk about the other courses. I'm just going to talk about English. English, your time to do that work is always right after advisory from 9:35 in the morning to 10:15. And my goal as your teacher is to give you something to do during that time that really, with some exception, but rare exception, will exceed that time. Okay, now some days we do meets. That takes about 20 minutes. So you can plan that if you attend a meet where you're coming to get additional help or you're coming to get some questions answered, at least that's how we're using meets right now, that you're probably going to need to take 20 minutes outside of class to do that work as well. Okay? But let's forget all of that right now. Let's say that it's 9:35 in the morning. You go to your dashboard, you're finished with advisory, you're going to click on English to Master. Now, I know for some of you that's going to be on the side, but this is the page that you need to come to literally every single day. Okay? Every single weekday that we have school, you need to be on this page. And you need to be on this page and scroll down because this is where the key information is for the week. So this is what I'm seeing kind of week after week after week is only 10 people are doing this assignment. 5 people are doing this assignment. Nobody's doing this assignment. Nobody's doing this assignment. Some people are doing this assignment. It's all scattered. I don't really see many of you who are consistently turning in sentence creation at Monday at 9:35. Okay? So my phone should be lighting up. I should be getting 40 responses for sentence creation every Monday at 9:35, right? Cuz that's the assignment that's in there. These two assignments combined shouldn't take you more than 40 minutes. So that's how you're using that block of time. Okay? So if you're not coming here every single day and doing the things that are assigned daily, then you start to have a lot of problems. Now, we have given you a little bit of space. You can absolutely do all of the vocabulary early. Or you can be overwhelmed and need to do vocabulary late. But this is something that I kind of expect that we're doing every single week. Every other assignment, they're laid out for you on Monday. Okay, so you have access to all these assignments for 5 days, but they're due on Friday. So you really have 5 days to complete 4 different assignments because Friday we're always going to do reading, and reading is always due on a Monday. Okay, so you have lots of time throughout the week, but if you're not using that time wisely, then everything starts to just build up and suddenly it's all due on Friday and you don't really know what to do first, second, or third. Okay, so those are all the problems that I know you guys are facing right now. I'm going to get to locked assignments in a minute, but really, if you can't show me that you're doing a week in a row and you can't start by doing the things that are on time, I'm not sure why we're so concerned with going back and doing something that was due 4 weeks ago. Because there are things that are due right now. Okay, so that's really important. I know a lot of you know that the meet buttons work because I do see a lot of you in the meets, right? So we know that meets are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We know that generally I have office hours on Fridays. We know how to get to Miss Warner's group. We know how to get to Miss Stewart's group and when those other times are, right? I know some of you are attending those, but honestly, you all need to attend the meets. The meets are where we're asking questions and trying to get some responses from you guys. It's time for you to ask us questions. And honestly, if you're showing up to a meet, you need to ask questions. That's a really important part of school that you guys are not doing. Usually it's just me talking and Miss Warner and Miss Stewart asking me questions. Now, the other thing that's really important about this page is you do have a to-do list, okay? But you also have my feedback. So for a lot of you, when you're turning stuff in and it's not getting, the right amount of points, or if you need additional help with some feedback, then you're coming here and you're looking at my feedback, right? You're looking at how did I score this out of this? I could just tell you as I was, scoring some vocabulary sentences where people are still struggling with basic things like capitalization and punctuation, and I'm giving the same comments to the same people week after week. I'm assuming you're not reading comments, so you're making the same mistakes. We wouldn't be having that problem if we were in person, right? So don't make that a problem now that we're at home. Okay, now I lock assignments. I lock assignments for a very good reason, because without that, we have no accountability, and because if I didn't lock assignments, you'd just be doing them kind of at random. This week, yes, Monday and Friday are kind of exceptions, but if you did Tuesday's assignment and Wednesday's assignment, it helps you to do Thursday's assignment. So I'm always a little flummoxed when I see somebody do Thursday's assignment first, because Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday kind of help you to do this. So try to do them in order. That's why they're set up that way, just like we wouldn't just kind of mix things up in a regular classroom. So one of the big reasons that I lock assignments is to make sure that you're accountable for your actions every week. Another reason that I lock assignments is because if I didn't, you'd be doing them with no context. You'd have a really difficult time understanding anything that you need to do. Now, if you have a missing assignment, you're going to go to modules. I know there's a page that says missing assignments, but it doesn't let you see the assignment. So on modules, you have this pretty much the same view that I do. If you're missing something from, let's say your VoiceThread poem recitation, which I know a lot of people didn't do, when you click on modules, you still see this page. You see all the information. The link still works. So you still have access to all of this. The thing that you can't do, you can't submit it. Okay, so that's where you have to email me your response. So again, I know that that might sound like a lot. It probably is a lot if you really haven't been participating in class this entire time, but this is really important that we start getting this stuff right, because we are 5 weeks in. The quarter ends in 22 days, everybody. So 22 days, your grades start being accountable for something for real. We don't want the grades that we have right now to be the ones that are on that last report card, right? So it's time to start changing the way that we do things. That's going to be really important as we move forward.